Hey there, and thanks for tuning in to Wareham Land Trust's first ever virtual birding tour. My name is Mike Perrin, and I'm the Land Stewardship Coordinator for the Land Trust. As an avid birder, I love to connect people to the natural world through birding and birding excursions. We are taking some of our programs, like my birding series, online. Come join me and get the full in-field experience of birding in Wareham. Today, I will be showing you around Marks Cove Natural Area looking for early spring migrants. Marks Cove has a variety of habitats, including shrubby pitch pine and oak forest, brackish salt marsh, and retired and overgrown cranberry bogs. Like the habitats, there are also a variety of landowners that contribute to the conservation of the natural area, including Wareham Land Trust, Wildlands Trust, Town of Wareham, Buzzards Bay Coalition, and Mass Audubon. Due to the many sheltering and foraging opportunities provided by the thickets, edgy habitats, and variety of ecosystems at Marks Cove, it is a great place to look for early signs of spring, like singing red-winged blackbirds and common grackles, and the beginning of breeding activities, like the molting of American goldfinches. Along the way, we might even find a surprise or two. So come join me in a walk around Marks Cove to uncover some bird species that could mean signs of spring.
Hi everyone. So we are at the end of Marks Cove, at the end of the power lines on the Wildlands Trust property. We just passed the overlook bench. So fluttering above my head, we have a couple black-capped chickadees and white-breasted nuthatches. And mixed in, we have a special species, ruby-crowned kinglet. Ruby-crowned kinglet are a short-distant migrant coming from the more southern states and travel through Massachusetts in early and mid-April and pass all the way up through into northern Canada and northern New England, where they are on their breeding grounds. Ruby-crowned kinglets are tiny, tiny birds that flock up with other flocking birds like black-capped chickadees, white-breasted nuthatches, tufted titmice in the Wareham area. They are tiny, energetic, have a small tail, and have a complete white eye ring that is pretty noticeable. If you're lucky, you can catch a male with its breeding ruby red crown sticking up when it's either angry or advertising for a mate. So, right now is a good time to be looking in thickets and in mixed flocks of birds for ruby-crowned kinglets. We are on the power lines, bordering the neighbors' backyards, which can always be a profitable and fruitful um, birding area. Because there are feeders and there's all these thickets that separate the backyards and the power lines, lots of birds like to search for berries and seeds and um, seek shelter in these thorny messes where hawks or foxes or raccoons might not be able to find them. So you can hear a whole mess of blue jays, which people call the alarm system of the forest. People call them the boys in blue. Usually, when they're making a whole lot of commotion, like we are experiencing here, you can expect that there might be a threat or something that they don't like in the area, like some of those predators I just mentioned. We also have some American goldfinches, a downy woodpecker, northern cardinals, white-breasted nuthatches, tufted titmice, song sparrows, and a number of other little songbird species hiding in these thickets. So we are at the more western bench overlook that looks out at Marks Cove. Right now we have a couple chickadees singing above our heads, a couple tufted titmice, and even a northern cardinal a little bit farther off. A really, really exciting bird species came in, the eastern phoebe. Eastern phoebe arrives also in early April, mid-April, and this is the first time I've seen them at Marks Cove this year. So we actually heard them first, and they flew in right where the bench is. An eastern phoebe is a small flycatcher that has a dark brown head and a light gray body. they will find perches, low hanging perches on branches and vines, and they will flick their tail, they'll bob their tail. These small flycatchers have little whiskers on the sides of their faces that are actually modified feathers. Um, these birds are aerial foragers, so that means they are catching bugs in midair. And when the bug gets too close to their face where they can't see it anymore, they have whiskers to help them locate it and snatch up their food. Hey y'all, so I'm standing in front of one of the retired cranberry bogs on the property. As you can see, it's overgrown with oak trees as well as pitch pine and white pine. In these retired cranberry bogs, you might be able to find some other really cool overwintering species. They might not be spring migrants, but they're really cool species nonetheless. So we just saw a hermit thrush, which holds a special place in my heart. I just graduated from the University of Vermont, and the hermit thrush is the Vermont state bird. So whenever I see one of those, I get very excited. They spend the winter in thickets and areas like this in Marks Cove. We also saw some golden-crowned kinglets. These are tiny, little, buzzy songbirds that are gray overall, olive on top, and have a golden crown that you can only see, again, when they're mating or engaging in aggressive behavior. So today we saw a ruby-crowned kinglet as well as golden-crowned kinglets. So